my son and I decided to come down to the 5 and 1 to try and catch a couple catfish tonight. We put the poles in, and we were about to jump in the car and watch some Netflix, watch a little movie, when one of the poles just started going crazy. Well, we ended up catching this big boy. Check this guy out. If that isn't a trophy-sized channel cat, I don't know what is. I mean, this thing is fat, and it was hungry. It hit that bait as soon as it got down there to depth. I no more than set the pole down. We were about ready to go back into the car, and there he was. I mean, this thing is all of 15 pounds.
That was already in the car.
Yep. This thing is definitely all of 15 pounds. This is a great looking channel. I mean, this thing is big. That's probably one of the biggest channel cats I've ever caught. Caught the circle hook right in the corner of the mouth. Just perfect. We're gonna take him off the hook and we're gonna let him go. And hopefully we'll have a little more action and we can show you a little bit more. We are hooked up again with another catfish. At least I think it's a catfish, feels like one. We're casting these shad right on the current seam, right next to those pylons where it comes out of the dam. And we've got another decent sized catfish on the end of the line. Climb up to the wall here and take a look. Yep, it's another decent sized channel. Nice big channel down there. We are going to walk him to the edge over here and pick him up on the rocks. And we will see you back when we bring him back up here, okay? We're walking that catfish over along the wall to pick him up on the rocks down here. He decided he didn't want to be hooked anymore, so he came off. We're not going to count that one, but we did hook up to him. So we're gonna keep trying. Seems like these shad work. All we're doing is taking some of those big shad, and we are. Let's go over here closer to the light. We're taking those big shad and we're hooking them through the center. Nice piece about that big. No bigger than a 50-cent piece. No bigger than a, you know, like a rolled up dollar bill. And seems like it's doing the trick. This rain is kind of helping them turn on a little bit because, to tell you the truth, I think the rain is making the water a little warmer and kind of stirring them up a bit. So we're gonna get this back out there. We're gonna put it back in the same spot, and hopefully we're gonna hook up with a couple more. We'll see. We got a little guy this time. We might actually just bring him right up the wall. Let's see what he is here. Oh, look at that! It's a little walleye. Good eating size little walleye. Caught him on a chunk of shad. Look at that. Look at that nice little eater. Well, he was hungry. Yep, that's kind of the multi-species that you'll find down here on the 5 and 1. Let's get over in the light so we can see him a little better, huh? I noticed this pole was bouncing a little bit, and it didn't seem like it was biting. But then all of a sudden the bite alarm went off, and we started pulling it in, and sure enough, nice little walleye right there. Isn't that neat? That's perfect eating size. If you guys ever want to eat walleye, man, that's about right. You get about right nice fillets out of that. So we're gonna grab the pliers here. And we're going to get that shad out of his mouth. He kind of inhaled it a little bit, but not enough to where it's going to hurt him if we let him go. Come here. There. That popped out right nice. Look at that. He got a little bit of blood on him, but he'll live. Nice walleye. All right, back he goes. See you later, buddy. So we just picked up another one. Nice little female. She's about 3-4 pounds, probably 3, pretty close to. She bit really light. She couldn't really tell that she was on there. She didn't activate the bite alarms. It was kind of one of those drop back bites where they kind of swim right at you. So we didn't really see her bite, but I noticed that the line was in a different spot. So I decided to reel it in, and sure enough, here she was. So there's number 2 landed, number 3 hooked for the night, along with that walleye. So what I think is happening right now is the water is starting to warm up. Because of the rain, it's dumping in here, and it's starting to warm up the water a little bit, and these fish are starting to get a little active. On top of that, this rain is starting to wash stuff into the river, which is also activating these fish a little bit to feed. So it kind of rained all day a little bit, so that kind of helped us. Kickstart the fish a little bit. So I'm definitely glad we came out here tonight, and I'm definitely glad that we decided to plunk some rods in. We'll try to get some more for you here tonight as well. So I just finished up a nice little evening of catfishing. My son decided that he wanted to go catfishing tonight, so I was more than happy to oblige. We decided to come down here to the roller dam and try to catch a couple little channel cats, and we actually ended up doing really well. We hooked 3 catfish, landed 2 of them. The first one being my personal best, which ended up being an even 18 pounds. That is probably the largest channel catfish I have ever caught in my entire life. I'm sure some of you out there have caught bigger, but it was definitely an accomplishment for tonight. My son decided that he didn't really want to fish as much as he wanted to work the camera. So I might have a young videographer on my hands. You never know. But he wanted to work the camera, so some of the footage that you see will be him. Well, pretty much all of the footage that you see will be him working the camera. So he was pretty excited about it. He wanted to do it really bad. So I was like, okay, well, if you don't want to fish and you just want to watch me, then go ahead and work the camera. So that's what he did. So I hope you guys enjoyed tonight. We're glad that you stayed around to see, you know, the fact that we had a little bit of a surprise in there. We caught a walleye on cut shad, which I've never done before. I've caught walleye on just about every standard walleye bait you could possibly, you know, get, and yeah, we ended up catching a walleye on cut bait, which was different and interesting. But it seemed like the rain really turned the fish to want to feed. It was like a light switch. They switched right on when it was raining, and they switched off when it stopped. Some of you know that it happens that way sometimes, because the rain tends to wash stuff into the river, and the fish know that, so they kind of turn into a feeding mode. Not only that, but the rain now, while the water is cold, tends to warm the water up a little bit as well, which kind of gets them actively feeding. So I think the combination of those two things tonight really had a hand in our success. So this is the most catfish we've caught in a single outing since we started catfishing a couple days ago. So it's starting to look up. It's really starting to look up for us. So we will be going out on the boat with Ken in the morning and another friend of his that they fish catfish tournaments together, and we're going to go out to Coralville and we're going to try it out there. So I hope you guys join us for that. We're supposed to have some action, and I really hope we do, because that would be awesome. So we hope you stick around for that. We hope you join us, and we're going to sign off for tonight, and we hope to see you in Iowa's Outdoors.